Hey, what's up with your boy G-Wiz?
Varsity Blazing.
Trees be zooted.
Bobby Red.
And you watching GWIZTV. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy the show, people. Later, do something, hit the button, yeah. Do something with it, mess with it.
Subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Kellz is back, y'all. On the other side of the wall. And man, still, you still platinum
at the same time.
Yes, sir. Let's hear that. Let's hear that, y'all. Let's hear that. Let me hear that. You ain't heard this, have you, Bobby?
From a federal prison. This call is from Robert Kelly. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this
Computer's a mug, ain't it?
Computer is
They got them bald head. I got 2 minutes.
He got every haircut in this one.
Wow.
This sound like he.
Why is the Joker in the video? Like, I'm.
Wow.
It's question on my mind.
He look quite comfortable on the joint, I will say, though.
Wow.
Right?
He a funny looking mother.
Man, you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I thought this was legit. I'm like, that's wrong. They got him big now. He's swole on the yard.
Okay.
He on the yard swole. So they
He's
got him from when he
super
early went in
swole.
to like later on.
Is he on his knees?
I was gonna say, no, he ain't that short.
No, okay, he not that short. That is freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's probably not even him singing.
It's definitely
No,
not him singing.
That's definitely him singing.
Bruh.
You think so?
Bruh.
Hey, you know, them AI's programs sound like the people.
No.
That do sound like him, though.
Why he in the church? Not him in the church.
They got church in jail, don't they?
Yeah.
Chapels.
Yeah, chapel. He got the piano in there. Who snuck? Now, how he got that? Who snuck the piano in there? How much money he got on his book so he can have a piano?
There is a piano.
That man said, "Who getting all my residual?"
There's a piano in jail. Who's getting his?
Who getting? He want his money.
Bruh.
Who getting all his money? That's what he want to know. He said, "Damn all that other shit. I'm in jail. I need money in jail too. Put some money on the book, shit." Oh, Kellz is back, boy. Chris Brown. You know, Kellz will take your song.
Knock it off.
Chris Brown, shit. Put him on a remix and see whose song it is. He'll redo the whole song, take you off the motherfucker. Nah, he just don't nobody even remember you on the song. Shit, ask Lil Bow Wow and them. Shit, he'll take a song from your ass. Can't put Kellz. You put Kellz on a song, that's Kellz song.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're an afterthought. He redo the whole shit. Because Chris Brown is on the original. Is Chris Brown and him. Chris Brown do his shit, and then he come in. Mm-hmm. You know, because Chris Brown talking about a girl. Kellz talking about who getting my motherfucking money. So, you know. So Chris Brown went another way, but that's Kellz song now. I hate to say, you know what I'm saying? And I like Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even notice Chris Brown was on it, to be honest with you.
He not on it. It's his song, and they taking it and they taking it and singing their own words. They taking his music and singing their own words or whatever.
Yeah, but not. I
don't really too much care for it, but
everybody taking it. But Kellz taking it for real.
It's the small dose of Kellz we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't know we needed
in a long time.
Yeah.
No, but
he needs something for the summer.
That's
but
about
is it really
the only dose we gonna get?
Is it really?
I said
him?
the small dose. All it takes is one little phone call. Show about.
Kellz the king of them remixes too. He remixes his own song.
No, really, he'll remix his own songs like 72 times.
Right? Yeah. He remixed the song in the song, didn't he?
Yeah. He said the remix of the remix.
Right.
Of the remix.
Man, oh man. We got I don't know if y'all want to say the sports stuff for later. Get into the sports controversy later on. I want to talk about something, man. look, people think when they ask you to co-sign something that all it is you putting your name on the document.
That's not what that is.
That's not how it works, sir.
That's not how it works at all.
If you see, the reason why they want somebody else's name on there is because they don't trust you giving them their money. So they want somebody else to bug about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what co-signing is. Co-signing is, if he don't get it to me, I'm gonna get it from you. That's what co-signing is.
Nah.
Now
You
people
ever
be
have,
like,
you ever have a friend try to get you to co-sign?
that's kind of why I'm talking about this. That's kind of what brought it up. I had it happen to me several times.
No.
And they act like it's just like nothing, and it's an awkward thing. It's very awkward.
Ain't nothing, dog.
It's very awkward. And but yeah, it's an intimate thing to a degree. What I mean by that is
we're signing our names on this document.
Yeah, you usually
you're
do
responsible for it.
Yeah, you usually do that for somebody that's really, really close to you. Now, I'll put my name on something that's in my wife's name because guess what? I'm liable for it anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter. I'll do it for my kids, but I've never had to do it for my kids, and I don't really want to do it for my kids because I just want them to be in. I don't want them to need me for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, not because I don't want to help them. I just want to see them be independent. So if I'm not around, they can function. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right, because I didn't have it. I didn't have that crush growing up of somebody co-signing for me because I didn't know nobody with credit. So I didn't have the option to even ask nobody. So, you know, but it's an intimate thing. That's what I mean by it. Something you do from, you know, even if it's close friend, because you got people, you friends for reasons for people with different reasons. I'm not friends with nobody because they can handle their finances. You could be totally irresponsible. I mean, you could be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You don't owe me nothing. I ain't give you no credit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't like, that's a burden. And if you growing up like I grew up, and like I said, I didn't know nobody really with good credit, not nobody personally. So it was like I wasn't taught about credit, so it took me years to build up and establish myself. So for me to jeopardize that on a whim, or just because you like, hey, you ain't got, I'll pay it, don't worry about it. Yeah, you're going to pay it until you don't pay it. That's how things work, right? You always pay your bills until you don't pay your bill. Well, then now you got excuses. You ain't got bill money, you got excuses. They don't take excuses. They just going to call me. We'll call somebody else. That's probably got better credit, make more money than you do. He got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't trying to file bankruptcy again. You know, I done been there and done all that. You know what I'm saying? So that co-signing thing, if somebody got something to say about it, we ain't talking about nobody in particular. We just talking about the whole nature of it, and like black culture. Not to put that on everybody, because there's some black folks that's born into money, always had money, know about finances, but there's a whole lot of us that don't. And I don't come from that environment that know about finances like that. And so for me to get to a point to where that's not an issue for me, I don't want to go backwards. And that's something that somebody can drag you backwards if you're doing too much for them. I give you some money before I co-sign something for you. That's an obligation. The money is just like, I don't get it. Because I ain't going to give it to you if I ain't got it to give. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Once it's gone, it's gone. That's how I look at it. So, but that co-signing, man, that's a commitment, man. That's very close to marriage. That's very close to me. You put my name on a document with yours, and I am not getting married again. I told my wife, if you leave me, you the first, you the last, you my everything. Because I would never get married again. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the same Barry White song up into it. You know what I'm saying? So feel how you want about that.
Well, my main thing is, just in case you happen to co-sign from somebody, the biggest problem I have is when somebody's about to miss a payment or they get down or whatever, instead of telling you, hey, give me 2 months in advance and say, man, look, I'm having a hard time, I lost my job or whatever, just let it go. And then you got to hear about it on the phone, and everybody's asking you, well, you know what Charles is? Charles, I ain't heard from Charles in months or years or whatever, you know? Yeah. So my thing is, you got to be responsible if you did it. I've never done it myself or whatever, because, it's hard because on the fact that, you have to get that burden.
Yeah.
And, man, I mean, it's hard enough to pay our own bills, let alone pay somebody else's bills.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big deal.
I've never co-signed for anybody, but I have been I have had someone co-signed
for you.
Yeah, and it was my dad. It was
that don't count.
That don't count.
That's what I'm saying. It's different.
It was my dad, and he co-signed my first car right out of high school. He flat out bought that for me. And then when that car was done or whatever, I wanted to buy another car. I had everything ready. I had the down payment all ready to go, everything. I wanted to do it on my own. It was my first car that I would be purchasing by myself. And that's what I wanted. I wanted that experience, and I wanted to purchase it on my own. And my dad did go with me to go shopping for it and everything, and I found what I wanted. However, I guess because of student loans or whatever, like if I didn't have student loans, I wouldn't have had any credit. So I guess it would have just been bad for me either way. So because of that, my dad was like, I'm not letting you buy a car by yourself. The rates will be way too high for you, blah, blah, blah.
He's looking
and
out.
I'm just like, no, he really was looking out, and I didn't see it that way because I'm just like, you're not letting me be my own person. Like, I was upset about it because I'm just like, you're not letting me be my own fucking person. Like, I want to do this by myself. He was like, nope, you're not doing this by yourself. I'm co-signing for you. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, because So did you go secondary on it? Because if they go
no, yeah, I did. No, I was the other owner to it or whatever. Like I was number one and he was number two or whatever.
That's what it was. You didn't want nobody else's name on it because you scared he gonna try to tell you what to do with your own.
No, it wasn't even. It wasn't that. Like, I really truly just wanted to do it on my own and be independent and do it myself. You bought my first car. Let me buy my own second car.
Right.
Like, let me do it. And that's what I wanted. And it didn't work out that way because of, I guess, because of my credit or whatever. Dumbass student loans, crap.
Now, since you're the only woman here, now here's my thing is, would you let a boyfriend co-sign a car for you?
Would I let a boyfriend co-sign a car for me?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
No.
That's up there.
I don't think I will ever ask anybody to co-sign.
I didn't say ask. I said if he told you I want to co-sign a car for you.
If he told me he wanted to co-sign a car for me, would he? No.
Okay,
no.
okay.
No.
See, that's that's up there with the
it's
neck
gonna be
tattoo.
mine. It's gonna be mine, so it's gonna fully be mine.
That's up there. That's up there with that neck tattoo. No.
Yeah, that's a commitment to that.
That's a commitment to that too.
Yeah, no.
No. He gonna have his name on that. He gonna have
right,
his name.
like his name is gonna be on it too, and then he can, I guess, make.
Where you going?
Wouldn't he be able to make decisions and stuff too? Like,
I got you on low jack. I see you.
Right. Like, no, sir. Absolutely.
Y'all break up. You dating another guy. You see a nigga pushing the whip that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you see.
Right.
Yeah, now he want to snatch him up. That's my car.
You see that all-star glow.
All right.
I had an issue with my dad co-signing my one of my cars. Why would I let another guy do it?
Yeah,
it's
now
not my dad.
Well, no, if a guy doing that, he trying to be slick. He trying to get his grips into you. So
yeah,
it ain't just
that's
like,
wild for you to be like.
Yeah.
That's wild for you to be like, hey, let me co-sign. Let me co-sign on your car.
Well let him put
that's
his name on
weird.
the apartment and all that too. Then
That's
he just gonna
weird.
be walking in there when he feel like it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't serious like that.
Well, gee, let me flip it. I mean, like I said, if you was single and you had a sugar mama that wanted
to co-sign, like that's
get you a car. Would you do it?
Nah, it depends on if I got other options and how
If
bad
you was
I
walking?
how bad I want that car, and if I got no other recourse.
Okay.
Then I'll go ahead and do something against my better judgment. Normally when you act against your better judgment, either you're clouded at that time or you just like, I'm in the bind, so I kind of got to do it. You know what I mean? You feel like you got to do it. I wouldn't worry as much. It's just that with that situation, I mean, they'll do it anyway. But if they got their name on it, they'll probably they'll probably even feel more obligated to go and slash your tires or bust your windows out or scratch that motherfucker up because you wouldn't have had it if it wasn't for me. So she gonna go tear it up.
Take it.
You know how it go. Yeah, that's it.
Because he gonna be at least expecting that spare key.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people that accept a car like that, they know, hey, look, I only got this car until I'm ready to leave.
Right.
So let me drive this hoopty until I'm
I'm driving that MF until the wheels fall off. Do you hear me?
And that's why I said I know it's a big difference because a woman buying a guy a car, he probably I'm gonna accept that car. I'm gonna go ahead and accept it.
Yeah, most dudes don't. They just drive her car here. They don't, if it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like baby boy.
Furry steering wheel and all with the fur on
they
the
just drive her shit, drop off at
I
work.
don't see how women could
the eyelash light thingies.
Drop her at work. I'll be back, pick you up later on. Baby.
Okay.
I'm finna spin the block a few times.
And you got about five or six different women.
I did that before. I said I wasn't riding no chick car though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want to be like, you drive a car. I don't even really be wanting to drive nobody else's car. But I had my guy's car one time. I got a boy that, and I don't know why he left me his car. I had his crib too because his mom, we was real young. His mom went out of town for a long time. So, it's party over there type shit.
Okay.
So we kicking it for the weekend. I don't know. I think, he gave me his car to drop some people off that was over there. We had a little thing with some chicks at the house. He had to be to work in the morning or something. So I took him home. That's a long story. I ended up getting pulled over. I didn't have my license or nothing. And it ain't my car.
Okay.
So the police pulled me over. I bust a U-turn downtown. I pulled me over. I ain't got no license. I can't show them shit. This ain't my car. And they, found out it ain't my car. So I'm detained now.
You menace.
I'm detained. I was riding around in that car for a day. And I had a license, but I had a car at the time. And I'm riding around and shit, visiting motherfuckers. Who car it is? Don't worry about who car it is. I went and picked the chick up. Took her over to his house. Ain't nobody else. She's like, who played? Don't worry about why you asking all these damn questions. Don't worry about it. I got a car in the crib. You want to kick it or what? I'm all over the place. I rode past my dad. What kind it is? Don't worry about it. I know people. Don't be worried about what it is. Asking all them questions and shit. But you ever do that? Be fronting somebody else shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a nice car, but it was a car. You know what I'm saying?
What you say? Everybody else was walking.
Yeah, it was a Ford Festiva. I was pushing that motherfucker up. Little ass Festiva.
Dude, I'd never forget my first car, man. It had 4 separate wheels. I mean, all the wheels was different.
That's
my
Michelin and one, Goodyear.
Oh, miss my time.
All different sizes too.
No, they was the right size.
Yeah,
I just had it. But my thing is, though, everybody that was sitting at the bus stop, hey, Rob, let me ride. No, man, y'all don't. When it was summer, y'all didn't want to be bothered with me. I didn't care as long as I was riding, man. As long as I didn't have to get on the bus, I didn't care what the car looked like, man.
Yeah, no, I don't just like that.
But I ain't never rode nobody's car.
You know how it was back in the days, man. You in the car. Shit, it's better than walking.
It was 2011.
Uh-oh.
2011?
It was 2011.
Okay.
I went ahead and with my mom. She went to go get her car serviced. She said, Corey, go over there and look at those used cars over there. I said, all right. What's about to happen? I saw 3 different cars I liked. It was all Hondas. It was at a Honda dealership.
Okay.
Ended up picking my first love, Tina 2000. She was a green Honda Accord, LX Sport, had a spoiler with the racing tires. I love that motherfucker. Man, look,
I see you named it.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Tina 2000. What in the Sam hell?
Did you get a Tina 2002?
Right. It was literally a 2000.
Okay.
Tina 2000.
I think I had a 82.
That's your first car. That's what I was going to ask you.
Who?
Me? That's my.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, yeah, that was my first.
That
car.
was your first car.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your first? G.
My first car. It was a Buick Century. It was an ugly, dark brown. It wasn't ugly to me, but it was ugly colored. It was dark brown with the tan top and the tan interior. Short body. You know what I'm saying? It almost looked like one of them Caprice back in the days when they was real popular. Like the box Chevy, it was a short body.
Okay.
Man, I love that car. I had it for about 3 months for that motherfucker broke down.
Damn.
Yeah, I had about it was a nice 3 months. It was a nice 3 months. It was them cushiony seats in there. It was clean and smelling good. I kept it smelling good. I don't know what kind of tires on that motherfucker, but I kept it clean. What Mike said, I keep them clean though. I keep them clean. Yeah. They ain't got them 20s. I keep clean though.
I think my first car was a 76 Cutlass Supreme.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Light blue with the black top. Well, you know, the back end was the black top or whatever. Man. And man, I thought I was doing something, man. I mean,
was it a regular roof or was it T-top?
No, it was a regular roof, but it had the little black, pad in the back or whatever. But I think I had it for maybe a year. And I'll never forget, I sold it to this guy. I was working at JCPenney's. I sold it to this Hispanic guy, right? For $250. He said, man, I'll buy it for $250. Because, man, it wasn't no good or whatever, right? About a month and a half later, man, he brought that car back. It was red.
Oh, he had to fix it.
Man, he fixed it up. So I was so mad I sold him that car for $250, man. But I mean, like I said, I was just trying to get rid of it. But
I did the same thing. I ended up selling mine to the mechanic after he told me how much it's going to cost to fix that motherfucker.
That was the problem, man.
But it wasn't even that. I think it was like $600-$700 or something. I wasn't working at that time, and I was like, I ain't got it. And I think he bought it for $400 or some shit. I was like, fuck it, I'll take the $400. I was like 18. I ain't had no motherfucking. And I was in between jobs, as they say. I should have just let it sit there and shit.
Why do we always say we in between jobs when we don't have a job?
Yeah, I know. You got to know what the other job is before you get in between them.
That's a past tense thing.
Right.
I was in between jobs. Now I work here. You know?
I had a 1999 Oldsmobile Delta 88, a black.
I remember those.
A black one.
Okay.
This car was owned by an old couple. It was owned by one pair of people. They never drove it. So when my dad bought it for me, it only had I think it only had like 8,000 miles on it.
Damn, they ain't go nowhere.
They didn't go anywhere.
That's showroom floor.
Yeah, they didn't go anywhere. It did not. It had nothing on it. That car truly rode till the wheels fell off of it. It was bought in 2006. I graduated 2006. I think I had it. I think I had it probably till like 2012.
That's
from
good.
From 1999?
That's real good.
Not from 99, from 2006.
From
2006.
I had it from like, I think I had it from like 06. Yeah, from like 06 to like 12-ish. Something like that. So I had it for quite some time, and I drove a lot because I mean, living out here, and then all where I hang out and stuff is all in the city. So I was back and forth in the city. I was working at the Hancock building, so I was driving back and forth every day. Like I was doing a lot of driving football. Like
you remember what the mileage was when you?
Oh shit, the mileage was definitely like in the 200,000s.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
You got your money's worth.
Oh yeah. It was in the 200,000s for sure. For sure. Hell shit. Hell yeah. Yeah.
You know what, G? Before you do that, I want to ask just ask a quick question. Now, I was I'm gonna be going out of town next week, and
the nerve.
Don't start that. Don't start. Okay. And you know how you go and you pick up your toiletries and stuff for your travel and everything. So I'm sitting up there. I'm in the deodorant aisle. I said, let me try something different.
A different deodorant?
Different deodorant.
Why would you want to try that before a trip?
No, but I'm just saying this.
Right.
Just hear me out. Right. And I see this 72-hour deodorant.
Oh, geez.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, what?
What is in that?
Why would I ever need 72 hours worth of coverage?
You just never know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, man.
What was it called?
at most 36 hours is the best before you put some more water on it. And by the time you get to your 72nd hour, you got some other problems.
Legit. Like, that's gross. What was the name of the deodorant?
I can't say that on.
Some people you can say you're not bashing them. You're not bashing them. You can say it out
I'm trying to figure out. I know it's in a green can, but I bought some.
I think I know. I think I know what it is.
I was about to say, don't say Lumi.
But here's my another thing is.
I love
you mean
Lumi.
to tell me, man, I can wake up one day, shower, go play ball all day, kick it. Somehow I came home and went to bed, did whatever. Got up the next morning, played ball again, kicked it. Did whatever. And you tell me I got a third day that I can do.
No, you telling me you skipping washing your ass.
That's what I'm saying.
You bet not be.
I said, man, these people got to stop lying to you. Because and who, sampled this
I'm
72
about to
hours.
tell you.
Go ahead.
You do know us people that do that, right? You taking for granted that motherfucker wash their ass every day. You just assuming.
I know, but I'm sure they don't have 72 hours worth of coverage.
There's some motherfuckers that do not wash their ass on the daily. I done smelled a few of them.
Freaking disgusting.
Ain't no way in the hell you took a shower today or yesterday. And you smelling like that with or without deodorant. Now you lying to me. So it's some people that's doing that shit and they need something.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. One time, man, I was coaching football, and I'll never forget this. And this guy, we were all sitting up there talking, or what all the coaches was talking. And he came, he was talking, he said, man, he had this red stuff all over his mouth. I'm like, dude, you get red stuff? He said, man, I had some Kool-Aid yesterday. Now, this was 4:00 in the afternoon the day after that. So that mean you didn't even wash your face. he said, yeah, I had some Kool-Aid yesterday, man. I'm like, and everybody was like,
yesterday?
That is gross.
I was like, man. So I know if you didn't wash your face, I know, man.
That's some strong ass Kool-Aid.
Some strong ass
Kool-Aid.
It was red.
Bruh.
So, man, I'll always remember that. I was like, man.
You probably shouldn't let that one go. Somebody say something, you just act like you didn't hear that. You should have addressed that shit. You had some Kool-Aid what day? Yesterday.
Did you try to wash your face?
Did you have some more today? Like, it's still on you, right?
Right.
Like, why is it still there?
He didn't even laugh for himself.
No,
he
he
was just
did
saying,
not
I just drank
It
some
right.
came out his mouth too quick. He didn't think about it.
Right.
He didn't think about it.
But I was like, man, if you didn't wash your face, you definitely ain't watch nothing else.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I used to use, it's a deodorant, it's called Mitchum.
Oh,
Mitchum,
I
yeah,
know
I know
that.
Mitchum.
They have a
Use
women's
it.
too called Lady Mitchum.
Lady Mitchum.
Yep.
I used to use it because it was clear. I didn't like it went on kind of wet, but it dry quick.
That was the gel. That's the gel kind. That's the kind
gel.
that I would
hate
use.
gel deodorant.
But that shit dry up. What you do, you
it
put it
breaks
on.
you out, though.
Right. You put it on before you get dressed or whatever. You don't want to get on your shirt, up under your pit. But you put that shit on, you dry as good as you can, put it on there. Now that shit, I don't know what this is say on the bottle. It might say 72. It's 24 hours for sure. You're going to get a day. I don't know about 3 days.
Mitchum has always been like that.
That's some strong ass
you're gonna know you're gonna know well before 24 hours. Like you're gonna know. Like if you're the type to just sweat or whatever.
I
Like,
can't leave the house
you're
without
gonna-
taking a shower. So I legitimately can't even understand not bathing.
No, really.
Yeah, I can't go to bed like that though.
Look,
it bothered me, especially
You
sometimes.
shouldn't.
I want my 48 hours back. That's what I
That's
want to
fucking
do.
Right,
48
right.
hours.
That is so fucking
Nah, that-
funny.
That damn Mitchum, it's almost Mitchum time again. Once it get about 85, 90 degrees outside, that old, because I use this, I got some natural shit. You know what I'm saying? I got some natural deodorant.
Yeah.
It worked, but it ain't got that type of strength. That shit don't make it in the summertime.
I use Lumi.
Lumi?
Lumi is amazing.
See that Lumi, Lumi, it's another one.
It's expensive.
It's supposed to be a
as shit,
total
though.
body, it's a total body deodorant.
Oh, I don't
They say
use.
you can-
I don't fucking do. I just
Yeah, I'm finna say
my
you
armpits. I don't
They
need
say
it
you
for
can put it
anything
on
else.
your private. I would
Right,
rub
you can
that
like
shit.
put it.
Oh,
You can like
that's that Lumi.
put
Don't
it
you-
here.
Don't you-
Your fucking ass
your
crack
feet,
and
yeah,
shit.
in the
Your
ass,
butt,
and the
like
crack your ass.
you could put it like any crevice.
question is-
say crevice.
Go ahead.
Who got their nose nose in the crack of your ass.
Okay.
That's gonna tell you, and then gonna complain about how funky it is down there. If you put your nose down there, that means you want to smell whatever the fuck is down there.
That's nasty.
If you gonna eat ass, eat ass. I ain't judging, but don't you go down there complaining about the smell and all that shit. You know, you don't put no Lumi down there and all that. You gonna go down there, you go down there. They got it for your feet and all that shit. They said, I don't know about that total body shit.
In the defense of the brand, the creator of the brand, she's a gynecologist. She's a doctor.
So she did the research. It ain't harmful.
She's a doctor. So she created Lumi and
she must have had some problems. She said, I need some deodorant that I could put everywhere.
She's a gynecologist. She sees the problems every day.
Oh damn, that was personal. That sounds personal.
That's my personal.
She had some incidents. She said, I need some deodorant for this.
I wouldn't be surprised.
She must have smelled herself. This ain't right.
I
need some Lumi on this shit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Use that Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap?
The who?
No, peppermint soap.
Dr. Bronner. Brian said he is. Dr.
You got that shit? That shit is amazing.
It is?
Dr. Bonner.
Dr. Bonner's peppermint.
B-O-N-N-E-R-S?
Yeah,
is it like herbal or something?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that the soap? Is that the soap that comes in those big ass containers and they have different other flavors too, right?
Yeah.
But you have to dilute that shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's concentrated.
But you can use that
that's
shit.
that stuff where you They make bar soap too. But that's the stuff where you have to dilute it, right?
Yeah, but
they say you can clean with that.
But for years, niggas didn't know that you was supposed to dilute that shit. So when motherfuckers would wash up with that shit, you could feel like
you can feel. I've done that before with it. I've done that before with it. Woo! That's how that shit feel.
That should be crazy.
Yo, cold and icy.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look into that.
You gonna try that?
No, legit. But just make sure to dilute it. Make sure you dilute
soap.
No, this type of soap, this type of
oil.
shit, you have to dilute
This is like
it.
the castor oil of fucking soap, of body wash. Like a little goes a very long way.
Real sunny,
very long. Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
You should have that bottle. You should have that bottle for quite some time. And it's freaking huge. The bottles are like this big. They're big.
Where do you buy it at?
Anywhere. Even the beauty supply store sells them. Yeah.
It took a minute but it happens.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That shit's good. That shit's good.
We're using the baby powder can now.
Oh, hey Brian, reverse those clips for me. The order I got them in. We're gonna start at the last one first. Yeah. Bring that beat back.
You might as well. You might as well do me.
Hey Brian,
Thank you.
Bob, you got some more ice?
Pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Let me see that ice. Let that roll. That's Momma Rose, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you Momma Rose.
Let me
Surprise!
Oh hell no!
God damn! What the?
I'm with her.
Well, you don't like them?
Hell no, I don't like these motherfuckers. Take these motherfuckers off.
Period.
You got to do something about them. These ain't the ones that I like.
You said
what are those?
Dark.
That's still like that's crazy.
Dog, too fucking fat. Take these motherfuckers off. I can't wear these shits outside.
That is so.
Look how I look like a fool.
No, you got to clean the size up.
Why she do the old lady like that?
A little bit.
They ain't even, man.
But they can't come off. Look, let me show you.
She used that henna shit.
Mom, what you gonna do? They not coming off.
No, I'm gonna take them off sometime.
Those permanent?
Let me get on the website and look.
You know, you ever like see the markings?
Where the fuck I can
women be using like henna?
Where can you go?
It's kind of like that, I think.
That's the style now.
I'm not trying to be in motherfucking style, lady.
Real shit, grandma.
They look good.
Just cut all the shit off.
Hey, Brian, you can stop it right there.
I'll draw
why does she look like Groucho Marx? Like, y'all ain't gonna know who that is, But you get her some glasses and a cigar.
Yeah,
That's the Marx brothers. That's Groucho Marx like mother with them thick ass eyebrows. And why is her voice so deep? She's just scary.
You remember?
Take these motherfuckers off.
Cigarettes in Miller Genuine Draft.
I wish my voice sounded like that. I'd be scared, motherfuckers.
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I feel like I'm gonna sound like that when you get older because I already have like people already say I have a distinctive voice or whatever, and it's a bit on the deeper side. I feel like I'm gonna sound like that, and then
I might have smoked quite a bit too.
Yeah, like she smokes a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, cigarettes for sure. I don't smoke cigarettes.
That's that chain smoker voice. You're always hacking up some
she
shit.
said, "Take these motherfuckers off."
That's when you're always hacking up, be outside, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Take a couple of puffs and start choking for 30 seconds.
You know what her eyebrows look like? You guys ever seen the movie Angry Birds?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
That's Angry Birds, right?
That's what they
You got the Angry Birds.
Now I can't stop seeing it now.
God damn. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
Why y'all do Mama Rose like that?
Oh, because that's what Mama Rose looked
damn.
like. That's exactly what she looked like. That's the main bird. That's the main bird.
It is the main bird.
Hey,
That's the main bird.
Oh, that red one?
Yes, the red one is the main bird.
Have you ever see a motherfucker?
That's just fucking
You ever
hilarious.
see a motherfucker with no eyebrows? And you stare
I'm
at them for a
damn
while.
near there.
You stare at them for a while before you realize what's missing. You know what I'm saying? You be looking like something wrong with this motherfucker here. Be like, oh, he ain't got no eyebrows. That's what it is.
I'm damn near there.
you
You
know-
guys zoom in on these bitches.
I know a bunch
There's
of people
nothing
that
here.
had
I'm not.
alopecia that don't have
I'm not
it.
ashamed.
Yeah.
I ain't ashamed.
Oh, the brows. Yeah, them motherfuckers close together. So it's almost a unibrow.
Right, damn near.
Like your boy from Dallas.
Oh, yeah, he in Dallas now. And AD.
And AD, yeah.
That's his signature.
That's
now. He don't even cut that
hilarious.
shit off.
No, that's
Because you know
yeah.
he can get that fixed,
Yeah,
man.
he get that fixed.
He can, but he won't because
fuck
that gives him the clout. Not that he's like,
Right, that's my look.
Yeah, that's my signature look.
He got too much money. It don't matter.
That's freaking
He ain't
hilarious.
had that contract. He'll fix them damn eyebrows. I bet you that shit. Man,
Wow.
y'all can go with that next clip.
That is too
Give
funny.
y'all something to talk
She
about.
was.
Yeah,
like,
that's wild.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah, we go.
This right here is the cutest thing.
Y'all gotta check this out, man.
Jaden Daniels. Now,
Oh, Jaden Daniels, he ain't that old. Is he? What,
No,
about
he's
22?
not. He's not far. He's not far from
Her age.
Juju.
Juju is 19, right?
19, 20.
I'm a face.
Mama.
Now, mama don't like she that old. Look, mama about 35, 36, 37.
I'm not here.
Mama ain't let nobody in close to JD5.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying
Hey, you can cut it there. Hey, look. Now, case for those who don't know, that's Jaden Daniels, played for Washington Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
He's a superstar now. Had his rookie season last year. It's a big deal. And that was Juju's, what's her name?
Juju Watkins.
Juju Watkins. And she's a star on the collegiate level. Who she play for?
She played for California.
California. SU or SCU or one of them damn schools. One of them SU.
Southern
California. So yeah, so she's a big deal and she's going off. Well, I don't know if she's coming out this year. She's probably coming out next year. Anyway, these are both star athletes. And they're kind of young. They're within age. Hell, because Kobe was about that age. He married, met his old lady, right? I think she was like 19, 18 when they got married. You know, it happens, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, mom trying to, she cop blocking.
Well, let me throw this alleged rumor in there real quick before you get too deep into the two, connecting on a more intimate level. Word on the street is they might be cousins, actually.
I felt
they've
that.
been saying that that Jalen's mom and Juju's mom are sisters. So
You know,
that's
and
what that
So what was the
interaction
point
was.
of
That's
splitting them up,
that's
though?
what the interaction was. Well, didn't somebody
No,
say
I'm
that
saying
the
that was
that
her
Jalen's
seat.
mom was sitting there? The video that I saw was Juju coming down the stairs and she went over and sat next to Jalen. Mom was not there. That's the video I saw, but maybe it was cut and clipped to look like that. But that's the video that I saw, was that Juju came. She was coming to sit down, seen Jalen, and then sat right next to Jalen. Didn't know mom was sitting there or whatever.
My
Or we
thing
don't know
is-
their
all right,
conversation.
My
you know?
thing is, all right, look, you have you have a daughter or a son. No matter what game y'all go to or event y'all go to, don't you want your kid being able to talk to their cousins?
Right.
Yeah, but they adult cousins. It's like, you know, if
So
she
they
was sitting there, she just
catching
got in
up.
her chair, you know?
They catching up.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of piecework that does on that video because we
Right.
don't know exactly
Yeah,
when
we
these
don't.
happened or whatever. They could have been sitting together and then she said, "Oh, let me get over here and I want to talk to you for a
Right.
little bit or whatever." Because, you know, you can't really hear stuff going on at the game. So if you're not sitting right next to each other, she said, "Girl, let me tell you what, move the seat.
But you just never know, because you see how we're all speculating right now.
Yeah.
We're all speculating based off of a clip, and we're all coming up with our assumptions and our opinions, and we don't know what's going on. Like, that very well may have been the concern of his mom. She pointed right to the camera. Did you guys see that part?
I saw that.
She was like saying something to them and pointed straight to a camera like multiple times. So that could have been a concern of her. I just see both sides of it. I see like, yeah, it appears as though on one side she's doing a bit too much. Let the kids be kids, converse and, you know, talk or whatever. But at the same time, hey, y'all, the cameras are on us, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know. I try to see all sides.
I look at it like this, and we're going off the optics. If they related, they related.
Right.
But my first initial thought was, mom can't count.
What?
Huh?
The comparison of a WNBA contract does not compare to an NFL contract.
No, not at all.
So mom need to get her math together, because your daughter gonna have a car note in WNBA unless she's making money off the court, because she ain't gonna have no Jake McDaniels money.
But that was Jaden's mom.
But right now,
that was Juju's mom, wasn't it?
No, that was
mom.
Jaden's mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah,
now.
that's
you know what?
Jaden's mom.
But you know what, though?
She's making more right now than she would in WNBA.
But you know what? She looked like Juju.
Yes, she do.
Which
Yeah.
probably is her aunt.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. Like, that's her freaking auntie.
Well, I mean, Juju legal. So if they ain't cousin and Jaden trying to smash, she legal. She's of legal age.
Period.
So, mama, you still cop blocking.
Boop.
Don't nobody know you is. Play the background. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he done bought your house already. If not, you got one coming.
Okay.
Let your son out here in these streets so he can smash. He's a young man with an NFL contract. All right?
Did they say she's his manager? Is she his manager?
yeah,
Is
like-
she his manager?
Jaden Daniels' mom is in like every step of his game.
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean,
she's his manager.
Your boy do that. Damn. What's the quarterback for
Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He do that. He like him keep this money in the family. I'm paying this instead of paying this agent. I'm gonna get a max deal anyway. I can negotiate this shit myself, and I can get mom Huck. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going in my pocket paying them agent and mom, I just get mom this money.
You said Jalen Hurts?
No. Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I know Jalen Hurts got a whole women team.
No, yeah, he does. Yeah.
And they're good, too. But you know what? Now, here's the thing. I know if I was an NBA player and my mom says, oh, she's going to take over my management team or whatever, you know, and some of these they do that for loyalty, but they probably won't get the same money that they would get if they actually go to
Yeah, if
No,
you know you the best in your field and you know what the going rate is for quarterbacks, because the guy just got this much, so you want $1 more than he got. You know what you want. They know they got to pay you, and if they don't give it to you, somebody else will. You got to be in that situation. If you're not in that situation, then yeah, you probably fucking up. Yeah.
Okay,
Not
but
only that, but you need to have
just,
the knowledge and know and be able to talk that game.
exactly. But let's go back to when Rose first came in the league and his brothers were supposed to be managing him or whatever.
Right.
Do you think they actually knew how to get him the money that he
Hell
really
no.
he really deserved?
Absolutely
Well,
not.
No, it's different. You got to
Absolutely
manage
not.
a career, young career, because you're getting a lot of endorsements and things of that nature. They're there for guidance and keep them on the straight and narrow, but not that ain't your field to negotiate money. But some athletes are in an advantageous situation where it's not nothing to talk about. You either gonna give me this or I'm gonna go somewhere else and get this. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like you kind of know what ballpark you in. They can try to talk you down, but especially if you let an athlete get to the last year of his deal, he's finna be a free agent. I mean, you gotta pay him. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? And with all that tagging people, you can still getting them big money. So it's like you might as well go work out a deal with them. Don't let them get to the end of their deal. You know what I'm saying? If the organization know what they're doing, it's not going to happen. But Lamar Jackson didn't have nothing to worry about. Somebody, you see what the fuck Sean Watson got, and he was suspended. He was on allegations and shit. And Cleveland said, "We'll give you the money," and he got all that guaranteed money and shit, and he can't even play no more. But they got to pay him.
Well, you know what? I guess I know people might say, disagree with me, but when is enough? Because if you're playing every player $1 billion, pretty soon we're not going to be able to go to the game because we're not going to be able to afford it.
I know where you're getting at, but it's based on inflation. See, what that player is really doing at that position with football is real lopsided. So it lessens what the other players can get. So that's what's happening. They ain't sharing the wealth good enough because they
exactly. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. Because there's not a lot of wealth sharing going on in there, whatever.
That's what's happening.
And I think that pretty soon, in 10 years or whatever, to go to a football game will cost you $500 a person. And that's before you get a hot dog.
The Browns ain't about to get nobody for like 4 years. The way they just paid
they get Garrett, Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett. He just got him a crazy check for a D lineman or for a linebacker, right?
His deal wasn't even what did he have another? Did he have another young deal or whatever? How was it?
But he was still he was the man in the trade.
I trade him for some assets.
They
Trade the motherfucker.
They ain't do
you know what I'm saying? Not that he can't play and he ain't worth it. But you can't sing. I mean, you ain't going nowhere with or without him. You don't have a quarterback. If you're a football team, you ain't got a quarterback. Why trade him? Why am I keeping you here? I'm gonna do you a favor, and I'm gonna move you, and I'm gonna send you to the highest bidder. I don't want no list of teams you want to go to. All that old fuck shit. Quit getting people fucking no trade deals, and I'm not no trading shit. How the fuck Bradley Beal got a no trade in this contract? Why? He came from Washington. He was a player, but he wasn't.
If I gotta be here for 4 years, I'm gonna buy me something comfortable, and you're not about to tell me that in the middle of the night that I gotta get up and go to goddamn New Orleans.
If you Bradley Beal, I am. You ain't even the best player. You the third option on my team, and I can't trade you.
But that
what kind of shit is that?
That just mean I got a good ass agent there.
I knew that was a bad deal when they did that. They shouldn't did that. They had Durant. They had fucking Devin Booker. Fill out the rest of the team. That's a GM that don't know how to put a team together. I'm just gonna throw Bradley Beal in there because Washington don't want no more. He want to get out of there. They got no trade there, but he waived it. But I'm not giving him no fucking no trade clause. He either come here or he goes somewhere else. But it don't matter. Finish out the team. If you build a team, you can build around 2 players. You don't need no fucking big 3 no more. 2 good players, you build around the team, and you can.
But honestly, and that my problem is, I think that you should at least play out 3/4 of your contract before you be traded, because you go out here and you buy. Well, here's my thing: you go out and buy these jerseys, and you put money into this thing or whatever, and then all of a sudden the next year your player's gone.
Yeah,
you're not gonna give me that
jerseys are just worthless.
Exactly, I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
But my problem is you ain't gonna give me nothing back for that jersey.
Yeah.
I put into this. Well, I mean, I know I didn't put into the player itself, but I bought the jersey because the player was playing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you're gonna do that, man, at least give me half price back on my jerseys or whatever, you know.
Or a gift card or something.
And I'm tired of, man, like you'll fall in love with a player and then all of a sudden they gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they talking about getting rid of Komet, and I'm like, I'm pissed.
Don't fall in love with your players.
Well,
if you're gonna get something that completes the team for Cole Kmet, then get something that completes the team. I don't have no problem with him. I wouldn't just move him just to fucking move him. I don't get that. But if he's not fitting, if he think he could do better, like I'm gonna trust the coach that just brought in. If he say, you know, I will move him for this guy or whatever, then I'm gonna go that route. Because if shit don't work out, he the one gonna get the blame first. You know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of, I think,
not trash though.
He not. But that's why you can't trade a motherfucker don't nobody want. If he can't play, I ain't gonna get shit for him. But you know what I'm saying? You cut guys like that. Guys that don't nobody else want, you just let them go. Like you just ain't here no more. Don't even worry about it.
But gee, new coach, new system. How do they know if he's gonna work out anyway? I mean, my thing
but
is,
I don't think
why
they're
cut him? Why trade him before you even get a chance to do it? Because they have been using him the way they're supposed to be using him.
I agree. I'm just saying if they're why I say if they're moving him because it's he got some type of grand design in mind, and I ain't finna fuck with what he's doing because it might work. Not to switch gears.
Good.
But we were supposed to have a guest today. We're gonna have a guest today. Sometimes we have guests, they don't make it. It's fine. But we were going to talk about religion today. This is going to be a topic we haven't touched on this show. But it got me thinking about something. And because you got most religions today are monotheistic, meaning they have like, you know, so it's like you worshiping one deity, basically. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Even though they talk about the Trinity, which is like even more confusing, because where you get the Trinity from, if we worship one deity, if we worship God only, or whatever you want to call him, I just said deity, higher power, whatever. So, and so I just got me to thinking, I'm like, there's really no such thing as monotheism. And you probably wondering like, okay, where you going with this? Because religion is based off worship, faith, belief, and all that. Mm-hmm. But it's worship, right? You go to church to worship, right? Mm-hmm. You worship this particular deity. So you may have an image or a symbol that you focus on. And but if you think about it, if you've ever been to a concert, you ever been in somebody's house and they got a picture on their wall, that's a form of worship. That's a hella form of worship.
Yeah.
It's people falling out in concerts just like people falling out in church. Mm-hmm. You know, they feel the spirit, as you say.
Yeah.
Some people, you know, fawn over actors. They got shrines in their house. I done seen Michael Jordan and you know, whatever, you know, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, they on the wall. They got the jerseys, they sign. That's fucking worship.
Yeah.
Anybody you praise and you put above yourself, that's a form of worship. There's no such thing as monotheism. People worship several different deities. You just don't call it that. It's the same shit. Tell me how it's different. Anybody want to chime in? How is it different?
I mean, in a different mindset, you can just call it what people think it is. Just being proud of just capturing the time or just, you know, liking the photo.
It's deeper than that though. It can be simple.
Like you said with Jordan. There will never be that era of Bulls again, probably. Like it ain't gonna happen though.
He's a perfect.
So having these, you know,
all the Michaels,
I'm just trying
Tyson,
to
Jackson, Jordan.
You hear
Perfect
me?
example.
Have them
Perfect
all
example.
on the wall. Enjoy. Be like, damn. I remember that song. Damn. I remember when he dropped 34 in the playoffs.
You minimizing it though. You know it's deeper than that.
I was just about to talk about minimizing it because I feel like a lot of people would minimize it by calling it an obsession. Calling something like that. Calling, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those people can't even have dinner in most instances without somebody walking up to them. How would it different if you worship Jesus Christ and you seen him walk in the room, everybody accepted that as the Christ. They gonna treat him any different than they treat a celebrity? They gonna crowd around, they gonna stare at him, they gonna come up to him, try to touch him.
True.
It's the exact same thing. You got something to say?
Yeah, but I mean, I think the one difference is the spirituality of it. Because on the fact that if you worshiping Michael Jordan, you ain't saying, well, man, if I can just touch Michael Jordan's,
I'm good.
I'm gonna go to heaven. I'm gonna go to heaven or whatever. It's like that's the only difference that I can see.
Maybe not going to heaven, but that might be somebody's depiction of heaven, because we all have our own idea of what heaven would be. Heaven is
if you believe there is
right. Heaven is a state of bliss. Heaven for some people can be busting a nut. You know what I'm saying? Not to get too grotesque. That's a state of bliss. Heaven is a state of bliss. Hell is a state of torment. Right? So conceptually, that's what it is. That's why they depict hell as a burning inferno. Constant torture. So heaven is whatever your state of bliss is. So you can that's why you can experience heaven and hell on earth. You don't necessarily have to die to experience it. But so some people, if they meet Michael Jordan, they're gonna be like, man, I died and gone to heaven. They might actually make that statement in jest, but at the same time, they kind of mean it. They like, what? How does it get any better than this in their mind? Because all we know is our world. We could talk about another world all day long. The only world you know is the world you've come up in. It's this world. It's the only world we know. So everything we envision is based on this reality. So you depict heaven in a physical way. You depict hell in a physical way. So you brought up spirituality, but we don't understand it. Everything we know is physical. And you die, you will envision yourself with all white with some fucking wings and a halo. Like, that's all you know. And that's something somebody drew one day, and you took it and said, okay, I will look like that in heaven.
Biblically, angels look crazy. Like with eyes. And shit.
But how will we know?
How they're explained.
That's how they explain in the Bible.
Yeah, the people who supposedly were saying angels, how they might describe them in a way.
So how did people? Never mind, because
but
I'm a question. I'm a question asker.
But that's what you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be.
I'm a question asker.
What was the question?
You're not really religious then, because they taught not to answer questions. But go ahead.
Yeah, and they get real mad when people ask questions. I have so many questions. But no, I was just a quick question about this, about the angels. You saying something about angels looking crazy, actually. Like they don't look like how
they're not humanoids with wings.
With wings and stuff. Exactly. But my question was finna be right. Look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna try not to cuss when it come to this type of topic. But who came up in their mind with angels with robes and beautiful white wings and a halo on the top of their head, and you know what I mean?
I know. I could tell you where it came from. It came from the imagination of man, because we see, once again, everything is based on our reality.
The imagination of man, which makes it what? Fake.
In church,
Thank you.
Right. In church, we wear robes and birds fly in the sky, but they have wings. So they say, if you're going to be in heaven, the heavens above us, then you must have wings. You see what I'm saying? So you can...
In order to be up there, flying around.
Yeah. You can base all of that stuff on something, but if some being came out the sky and started talking to somebody, what would we call that? we wouldn't say angel, would we? What would we say? We would probably say it's a fucking alien. We would say it's an alien. It's not from here. If a being,
so you just brought up alien, so I have to ask y'all this now. Have y'all heard about the possible charging stations underneath the pyramids?
Oh yeah,
Charging stations.
They found some stuff under the pyramids. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I might have.
Like they say,
I might have briefly heard about
it's a
it.
possibility that because all right, so it's a drop so far that you can fit 2 Empire State Buildings on top of each other.
Oh, okay.
Before you even hit like the bedrock of the crust.
And you're saying it's a charging station?
Yeah, for like
down.
space shit. You know, like for like their ships.
And it lies like it's so low, it's like damn near the bed, like the bedrock of the core of the earth. So they're trying to say that it possibly was like charging a spacecraft.
Yeah, for a while they've been talking about the pyramids because they harness energy in a way.
Yeah.
So once they figured that out, they was like maybe it was some type of plant, a powering plant or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
That was back in the day, way back, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? And I just want to say one more thing about this religion thing or whatever. Me, from a baby growing up in church. I used to see ministers come up there all the time and they talk and whatever, and they tell you to read your Bible and you read. And I can read a chapter in the Bible or a caption in the Bible, and each one of us will have a different meaning on what it meant.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why they tell you to pray for understanding, because on the fact that, everything that we read is not exactly what we think it is. But,
right.
We have to, I trust God to lead me in the right way or whatever, So I do, I do believe, I'm a believer, and I do understand that there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and there's a stuff that I'm probably never going to know.
I'm asking you
Yeah, but are you okay with that? Are you okay with not knowing that? Are you okay with not?
It's a lot of stuff that
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I don't know about life. Period. But I'm learning as we go, because the stuff that I know now I didn't know 30 years ago.
Right.
So it's like I can go through the Bible several times or whatever and learn something new all the time.
Let me ask you this though.
Go ahead.
First of all, I think is done intentionally. Which is why you got different offshoots of different religions, because you got different interpretations of the word and things of that nature. But let me ask you this. So what is the voice of God to you? So like what do you, because people say they talk to God or God spoke to them, like what voice is that to you?
It's more of a conscious.
Okay, so it's an inner voice.
It's more of a conscious. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my thing is,
so you saying it, that conscience, because for most people that conscience is like themselves.
Yeah.
Their self.
But if you're a believer, you know that God is you. So let me tell you something. If I'm finna run and jump off a cliff, and my mind tell me, Rob, don't jump off that cliff, I know that something is talking to me. Something is telling me, don't jump off this cliff. Or when we doing something that we really shouldn't be doing, our mind is telling us, and
it's an inner voice.
It's a fight.
It's an inner voice.
It's like, man, you ain't supposed to be doing this, but man, this is so fun.
Because it's just like you've had times when you heard the inner voice and you disregarded it and things didn't work out to you.
Exactly.
It's an inner voice. So just like you were saying, God is you. They don't tell you to look inward. So if we were created and we were created in the image of God, then we are all aspects of God. If we all originate, as God is the creator of all, then that's the source. We all come from source.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So if you take a cup and get a scoop out the ocean, right? The contents in that cup is the same as in the ocean. It's just a small sample of the same body of the ocean. So yeah, we're all aspects of God, aspects of the creator. People don't like to say that, but like that's what it is. Like if you create, first of all, if you look at creation, right, and this is why a lot of scientists are not are like believers in God or whatever. So, because if you look at it, if you look at it up closely, it's almost like, so you look at my T-shirt, it just looks solid, right? Like a solid color. If you get close to it, even with the naked eye, you can start to see patterns when you look close enough. If you take a microscope, you can really see what it is. So you see it's a pattern. You can see it's a creation. Something put this together.
Okay.
So you start to see patterns in nature when you dig deep. You know what I'm saying? Is it the Fibonacci sequence? What you say, the 369, everything? Yeah, Fibonacci. So it's like it's patterns in creation that lets you know it's a design. So something fucking made this. So there's got to be a creator. So you can't even really debate that no more. You know, so you could discuss what God is. There you go.
Fibonacci sequence.
You see that in plants and flowers or whatever, in different
Each
things.
number
in
is the
nature.
sum of the two that preceded.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not
Oh
like,
wow. Okay.
yeah, it's a design. It's not by happenstance. This shit didn't just come out of nowhere. So it's just everybody got a different understanding of God, but I don't like when people try to tell you got to seek God through me. What makes you better than me?
Exactly.
Because you just declare I'm some type of emissary of the creator. I'm the voice that he speaks through me. God speaks to all of us. It's an inner voice inside you. And I'm gonna say this because I was gonna keep this. We're gonna do that paranormal show. We
need to do that.
I'm gonna speak,
I was gonna ask something.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do we're gonna delve into vampires and werewolves and shit, which is gonna be interesting. But I'm gonna say this. So I had an experience. So I used to tell people. Well, I didn't tell a lot of people this, but I used to say I remember being born because I remember the moment before birth, before life. And I don't remember like actually coming out of my mom and getting spanked and all that shit. I just remember my life starting. Before that moment, before I entered the world, it was total darkness and I saw the light. And once I started thinking about that, I started realizing that sounds like a near-death experience. People say they're drifting toward the light, and if they don't go toward the light, they come back. I didn't come back. I went toward the light. My life started. So I was like, I don't remember my birth. I remember my death. I realized that. That's an NDE. So I had an NDE, but I didn't come back to my original life. I continued on, and I remember being a child, and my life kind of flashed. I have flashes of my childhood growing up. I remember grabbing onto my dad's leg. I was so small, I was on his leg like this, and my son did that to me one day. And it brought back that memory. He was walking through the house and I was holding on to his leg. That's how small I was.
And he was walking.
I remember climbing into bed with my parents at night and stuff like that. I remember being little. But it's like it runs through my childhood, goes quick, but I don't remember being an infant. Some people say they remember actually being born and all that. I don't remember that birth part. I remember that part before. I remember in the dark, and I remember drifting, and I remember going toward the light. So I know I died. I'm assuming I was here before. I don't remember nothing about a past life. I just remember that fucking moment before I came back. Because they say when you go into the light, you reincarnate and you come back here. So I know I've been here before.
Now, can you remember what you did before that time?
I cannot. They said there's a way to extract that shit, but a lot of people say that's the thing, that reincarnation is a trap. So when you come back, your memories are wiped. Almost like the Men in Black shit.
Okay.
You come back and your memories are wiped. That's why you don't automatically recollect a past life, but you might there's remnants of it because it's genetic or some shit. So there's remnants of it. So it's like you might be able to tap into something. Maybe you born with some type of special talent or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then some people are actually do regression and can go back. I don't know if I wouldn't even want to bother to do that. I might have even died. Who knows what happened to me? But no, I don't have no remembrance of the past life. I just remember that event, and I thought it was my birth, but it was probably actually my death. and before I went through the light and I got reincarnated and came back here. Who knows how long it was between the time I died and the time I came back. I don't think it's immediate like that. Maybe, I don't know. But I do know I've been here before, or I was alive before. I don't know what state I was in, but I died and came back. Mm-hmm. I remember that much. So I remember that. I remember my death. I know that's not my birth, that's my death. So I believe in life after death because goddamn it, I died.
Well, you know what? And just thinking about this, and I've talked to a gentleman one time, and he told me.
All right.
Okay. Well, real quick, a lot of people don't believe in stuff that they cannot see, and that's the biggest thing, or whatever. When you can't visually see something, or if you can't touch it, it's hard for you to believe it.
I get that. I don't begrudge nobody that, but you motherfuckers got to realize there's things we can't visibly see. That's our own physical, like we're not able to see it. That doesn't, like you can't see infrared. You know what I'm saying? You can't see X-rays and shit like that. So you're gonna get an X-ray.
You can't see the speed of light.
Yeah, you can't see those X-rays, but they put the lead shit on you. And it obviously does something, right? But you can't see that
talking about the radiation.
Yeah, it's certain shit you can't see with the naked eye. That don't mean it don't fucking exist.
Yeah,
like so that's what people got to understand. There's certain things we can't hear, see, and just because we don't come in contact with it, that's our own inability. Like the fucking dog whistle, you can't hear, but the dog can. What the fuck up with that? And it's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's shit we can't hear either. So you can't just say. You won't have to acknowledge it, but you can't just say, well, it ain't real because I don't see it. That don't mean nothing. Stevie Wonder is still walking around this motherfucker playing the piano and he can't see shit. With that said.
How do he know he playing the piano?
Right. Because motherfuckers is jamming. We're going to be back next week. And
all right.
Yeah, we're going to be back next week. We'll holler at y'all next week. We're going to do our paranormal episode, so don't get scared. We're going to talk about motherfucking witches and motherfucking werewolves and vampires. We're gonna figure out this shit, y'all. We'll be back. Holla.
All right,